All right, first, grab 3 eggs and separate the whites from the yolks. This cake has no ties to Germany, but it does have fudgy layers, buttery crunch, and one of the most addictive fillings you've ever tasted. Stick around, because what's inside might just surprise you. Now let's mix the dry ingredients. We need all-purpose flour, some baking soda, and a pinch of salt. Sift it all together to make sure there are no lumps and everything's evenly distributed. And then whisk it all to give it a little extra air. Next, we'll need buttermilk. If you don't have any on hand, no worries. You can make a quick substitute. You'll need some milk and add a touch of lemon juice or vinegar. You can use white vinegar or apple cider vinegar for this. Give it a quick stir and set it aside to do its thing. Next, we'll need a good quality bar of dark chocolate. Break it into pieces, then add 1/3 cup of water to the bowl. We're gonna melt the chocolate using a double boiler. Place the pan over the heat, then pour in some water to create your double boiler. Set the bowl with the chocolate on top of the pan and heat it until it looks like this. But be careful, not too much heat, or you'll end up with lumps like I did. So remove the bowl from the heat as soon as it starts to melt. Stir the chocolate until it's completely melted and smooth. You want to make sure there are no lumps left. Keep stirring until it's silky and glossy. Cut the butter into small pieces so it melts evenly. Toss it into a glass bowl. Whoops. Now, pop the bowl in the microwave to soften the butter. Make sure it doesn't melt. We want it soft, just like this. Beat the softened butter until it's light and creamy. About 1 to 2 minutes on medium speed. Then, add the egg yolks one at a time, beating well after each. You want to make sure each one gets fully incorporated before adding the next. Make sure your ingredients are at room temperature. Trust me, it really does make a difference. They blend better, giving you a smoother batter and more even texture. Next, gradually add the granulated white sugar, a little bit at a time. This helps it dissolve evenly and ensures a smooth, lump-free batter. That's exactly what we need. Add the cooled but not cold chocolate. It should be slightly warm so it blends in smoothly with the rest of the ingredients. If your chocolate's firmed up a bit while you were busy with the butter, just pop it back over the double boiler for a few seconds to soften up. And here's our DIY buttermilk. That curdled look means it's ready to go. Now slowly pour in part of the buttermilk and mix it up with the mixer. Then add some of the dry ingredients, mixing as you go. Then throw in the rest of the buttermilk. And the rest of those dry ingredients. And mix everything together until smooth, making sure there are no lumps and the batter is well combined. Before whipping the egg whites, make sure the beaters are squeaky clean and completely dry. Add a pinch of salt and whip those egg whites. Start on low speed until they get foamy, then switch to medium. You're aiming for soft peaks, light, airy, and just holding their shape. At this point, gradually add the egg whites into the mixture, a little at a time. Gently fold them in with a spatula to keep the mixture light and airy. Don't use a mixer, folks. It will ruin the texture. We're adding the egg whites in batches to incorporate them without deflating the mixture, so the texture stays cloud-like, not dense and sad. Okay, now's the time to spread the batter evenly into your parchment-lined pans. Use a silicone spatula to smooth the batter out evenly. Bake at 350 degrees Fahrenheit for around 30 minutes. Okay, time to make the cream. Start by toasting the pecans in a dry frying pan over medium heat for about 5 minutes. Keep stirring until they turn golden and smell nice and toasty. Once they're done, transfer them to a cutting board. Let them cool down for a couple of minutes. And then chop them up nice and fine. Oh, and don't leave them in the hot pan, or they'll keep cooking and might burn. Now add 3 egg yolks to a pot. Pour in 1 cup of evaporated milk and whisk everything together. Put the pot on the stove over medium heat. Then throw in some butter, 1 cup of granulated sugar, and give it all a good stir. Cook for about 12 minutes, stirring constantly until it thickens up and turns a nice golden color. Once you take it off the heat, stir in the shredded coconut, chopped pecans, and a few splashes of vanilla. Give everything a good mix, making sure it's all well combined. I went for the whisk first, and of course, it got all clogged up. Yeah, big surprise, right? So use a spatula. It's way easier. Don't make the same mistake I did, folks. Once it's done, let it cool to room temperature. Now take the cakes out of the oven. Let them cool for about 15 minutes before removing them from the pans. Take the cake layers out of the pans. I just run a knife around the edges, and they come out super easily. Now, transfer the first cake layer onto a serving tray or cake board. Hold it from underneath so it doesn't drop or break. Carefully peel the parchment paper off the first layer. Drop the frosting on top and spread it evenly. By the way, did you know this cake has nothing to do with Germany? Why is it called German cake then? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Carefully place the second cake layer on top, supporting it from the bottom to avoid breaking. Don't forget to peel off that parchment paper, guys. And repeat with the second layer, spreading the frosting evenly over the top. One of the perks of this cake is you don't need to wait around for it to chill. You can slice and serve it right after putting it together. Now that's what I call instant gratification. If you're enjoying this video so far, don't forget to like and subscribe. It really helps the channel grow. I had a little leftover chocolate, so I quickly whipped up some ganache and covered the sides of the cake. But honestly, you can skip the ganache part. The cake is delicious either way. Okay, let's finally cut into this. I cannot wait to give it a taste. This is going to be so good. All right, here's the moment of truth. It's really good, guys. It's so soft and moist. A perfect combo of rich, chocolatey layers that remind you of brownies and topped with the delicious coconut and pecan filling. Thanks for watching, guys. Like, subscribe, and make this cake for a well-deserved treat. See ya.